Grand Rising, my beautiful taste bud family. How's it going today, you guys? I am so happy that you're waking up, that you're here with me today, and you are feeling amazing, at ease, at peace. If you're not, guess what, baby? What we have the ability to do, we have the ability to release, okay? We have the ability to release any thoughts, feelings, emotions, the energies that contradict the desired life that we are building. Like, we do not have to hold on to energies that don't make us feel good, that's not going to aid us in creating the life that we want, okay? So mentally, do your best to just release that shit, okay? Like, you feel it. This is the way it feels. It feels like a ball of energy that's like it just feels like a disturbance, okay? Like, what I'm seeing is like those black balls. I don't know if y'all watch Foster Home for Imaginary Friends, okay? They had those little dust mites or whatever. That's kind of what I'm seeing in my head, like those little balls of just mess, of static, okay? Don't hold on to those things. Don't allow for those things to cloud your judgment, your vision. Don't give those things too much power to where you feed into that versus feed into the bigger story of things, okay? So yesterday, action step, oh my gosh, I gotta get my 6 core release. I knew I was missing something, but yeah, so yesterday's action step was you pretty much looking at what changes you can make that'll help you embrace all your skills and your gifts. Oh, it's right next to me. It is. Okay. But you seeing what changes you can make to embrace all your skills and gifts are, like, how can you embrace change to allow for yourself to trust the flow of your own life, okay? And thinking about this question, I've noticed that a lot of things have changed around me, okay? And I've also noticed the effects of it. I would love to talk about all of it, but I feel like that would take up all the time. So I'm not going to get into heavy details about it. But I do feel like, a major change and shift has happened in my own mindset, and it has caused for my environment to shift and change as well, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean that problems won't be present. They're just different problems. And I'm so grateful for one of my friends who contacted me yesterday. It's so interesting. It's just so interesting, okay? Like, it's a shift in people. Like, the people who are in my life now, they actually do treat me better. They actually understand me. But because of my past treatment, and it's so crazy, like, I don't act off of these thoughts or these feelings, but I do distance myself because I know my energy is volatile. But I do observe myself a lot. I observe myself, the thoughts that come up, and I'm very honest with myself about certain, feelings that I be feeling. So I be suspicious. I be can I really trust these people? Do these people really care about me? Do they have my best interests in mind? Do they have my highest intentions in mind, etc., etc.? And I'm so used to being attacked for not being able to be here for people. Like, when I go through my own mental shutdown modes and my own emotional periods, like, I'm so used to it being undermined and me getting talked down on by the people I care about or people that I consider friends. I'm so used to my state, my emotional, my physical, financial, all that state being so undermined that I feel like the people in my life will do the same. So, like, I kind of get in defense mode. I already get in attack mode when I'm not able to uphold my own standards in relationships. That's why I'm not really bringing relationships in, because I hold myself to a particular standard when it comes to me being here for people. And I don't want for my friends to feel neglected because I'm emotionally not there. So I find myself at a crossroad, between opening up to people and shutting myself off to people, because one, I'm not able to show up the way that I desire, but I'm at a low moment, I am at a low moment in my life. I'm getting through it because that's just the type of person that I am, but I desire deep connections, and I feel like I shouldn't reject myself of connections or of connections because I can't show up the way that I usually show up. Like, the people who love me, who say that they love me, they should love me through all of my stages as well, just like I love myself through all of my stages. So I don't feel like I'm going to just completely open up to people, because I do care about the energy space that emits off of my body when I invite other people in. But I do appreciate being able to analyze how, you know, people actually do change in my life. My environment has changed, my mindset has changed, but there's still defense mechanisms that keep me in my past, okay? That doesn't allow for me to move forward mentally, or in the physical, even though things are ready to go. Like the train is like, bitch, you're gonna get on train because you're gonna get on this train because I'm ready to go to the next destination. But mentally, like, my mind be trying to stay stuck on these old stories that people have hurt me and blah, 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 blah. And I find myself getting tired of even talking about these things, you know? Like, it's like, okay, like, you know, stop holding on to it now. You know, those things have happened. You've admitted to your pain. I feel like the reason why I usually do feel so like defeated is because of everything that I've given, but it's really a mindset shift, and I don't feel like I've gotten those returns back yet. I feel like they will come, and I really pray so. I really do. You know, I do feel like they will, but I feel like when you give so much and you don't get anything in return and you get depleted, there's this pain and this resentment inside of you, and you're left with that decision. But anyways, long story short, my friend, she was pretty much letting me know, like, you know, with my age and stuff, how she's really proud of me. It broke me down in tears, you know, because you know, she's going through a really tough moment, and I can't be here for her the way I want to because I'm energetically going through a tough moment myself. And she was just telling me how, like, the problems that I have, like, are really good problems that she's not used to people talking about, you know? Like, it's not problems about drama or anything. It's problems about how I can be here for my community and here for myself, how I can continue to make money, you know, on my own terms, and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. And her, like, telling me that really, like, it was like a light bulb. It was like an epiphany moment for me. Like, wow, you know, these are wonderful problems to have, you know? Like, it's just problems of a big deal, someone who's a big deal, you feel me? So I was grateful that she pointed that out. I was grateful that she said she was proud of me. I was grateful that she was okay with the amount of energy that I was able to give her. Like, it hit everywhere, okay? Because baby. All right, so let's go ahead and list our 6 core beliefs. If you're new here, take the time to write out 6 core beliefs that are personal to you. I like to use them based off of my old unhealthy habits, and these are to negate those. I like to share mine with you every single day to hopefully hold you accountable to invest a minute of your time to do the same for yourself. If this was the only thing you said and felt every single day for the rest of this year, you will find yourself in a much better position, okay? So you can just invest a minute of your time. If you can commit yourself to that, to saying 6 core beliefs, something as simple as that, I promise you will see a major change in your own life, your own energetic state, okay? But you have to participate, all right? So number 1, the me that I see is all that I desire to be. Ashe. Number 2, I don't have to worry about others achieving their goals. It is not my responsibility. Ashe. Number 3, it's okay for me to say that I don't have the energy to be here for others. Ashe. Number 4, I am more than enough in all of my stages. Ashe. Number 5, I am certified through spirit to live a limitless life. Ashe. And number 6, I'm loving everything that I do. I feel it. I embrace it. I am it. Ashe. I love it. I just love those affirmations so much. I feel like I'm finally ready to fully embrace my new story and just emotionally detach from the past way of doing things, my past story. Like, I feel like I just personally, I do not care. I don't care to give it any more energy. Okay, I just genuinely want to give myself a clean new slate, a clean new opportunity, just seeing myself as a new version of me, okay? Like a boss says, burr, okay? So thank you so very much, Spirit. I truly appreciate you for allowing for me to be a clear channel and a clear beacon of light. Thank you so much for only allowing for high vibrating energies and entities in this space, those with our highest intentions in mind, okay? So what positive affirmation card would you like to get to the collector today? Show me clearly, please. Boy. Alrighty, so we have my future is glorious. I now live in limitless love, light, and joy. All is well in my world. So this is like I'm putting out love, light, and joy, limitless. So there's no limits on that, and I live in that because that's what I'm putting out. That's the energy that I put out. So I'm trusting that what I put out, I will get back. And then we have it's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. I am not limited by any past thinking. I choose my thoughts with care. I constantly have new insights and new ways of looking at my world. I am willing to change and grow. Okay, so I do feel like my future is glorious because I'm not going to feed into thoughts that don't aid in the desired life that I'm building. Okay, I'm not going to feed into thoughts that are lies. I'm not going to feed into thoughts that don't deserve to be fed into. Okay, I'm not limited to any past way of thinking. I am willing to change and grow. I'm willing to change my thoughts. I'm willing to get better premium ingredients. I am willing to prepare a better dish. Okay, I'm willing to make sure I am producing quality work, quality thoughts, quality efforts, quality relationships, etc. and etc. That's why my future is glorious. Okay, because I'm holding myself to a different standard. All right, then we have I balance my masculine and feminine sides. The masculine and feminine parts of me are in perfect balance and harmony. I am at peace and all is well. Okay, so it's like I'm not going to allow for my emotions to get the best of me to where I can't analyze my thoughts properly. Okay, I'm going to also have logic and emotions balanced pretty well. And I'm also going to understand what it means to create and actually take actions too. Okay, let's see what I am affirmation card they have for you. All right, so we have I am strong. I'm stronger than I think. I reject victimhood. My strength is in knowing that all circumstances are temporary. I focus my attention on what's in front of me. I naturally move forward into new phases. I am strong. Okay, so it's like I am moving to new phases into my life. That's 10. 10s talk about completions because it's 19 and 1 and 9, but it's just like I'm naturally moving towards these. Okay, I'm going to reject victimhood. I'm going to reject the thoughts that keep me stuck, the thoughts that tell me I can't change, the thoughts that have baked burnt cookies. Okay, that have baked bad goods. I'm not going to feed into those. Okay, just because I made a bad cake once does not mean I will constantly make a bad cake. Okay, I can take my time this time and make sure I got the right ingredients. I can make the ingredients myself. Okay, or I can find the ingredients myself, the best ingredients myself, to bake something better for myself when it comes to my life. Okay, it's just like I'm not going to be self-defeated on myself because I've baked a bad cake. I have another opportunity. I will always have another opportunity to bake better for myself, make it better for myself. Okay, so let's see what energy you have to focus on to help you positively move forward today. Should the collective focus on help them positively move forward today? Okay, so we have the Lovers card here, you guys. This talks about your close connections, your deep connections, your family, romantic relationships, just really important relationships. With this Ace of Swords here, this talks about clear communications with these deep connections that you have. One that's of a state of peace. Okay, with the Seven of Wands, this talks about your own boundaries, your own standards. Okay, I do feel like this is clearly communicating with your close relationships, your deep relationships, your boundaries. That's what's going to help you today. Just clearly communicating, seeing things clearly when it comes to the type of connections that you genuinely want around you, your own boundaries. Okay, making sure you uphold them. The Six of Swords is like you're going to have to do things that you don't really want to do. Okay, which means you're going to have to. And I understand that some people, like especially on the outside looking in, if you don't understand the work that it takes to get to a certain stature, to build a certain type of life, yes, you're going to be looking on the outside and just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're not talking to that person simply because they don't have this or they don't have that. It's not about what a person has in the physical. It really is about what's inside. But because of what is inside, their physical is going to reflect that. Okay, so if you have a lot of goodness within you, your outer will reflect that as well. Okay, so yes, okay, this is just like I'm not going to be in constant arguments with people around me. I'm not going to be at a state of peace. I'm not going to be in rough waters when it comes to the connections that I have around me, the way that we communicate, etc., etc. Like we have to feel like we're actually coming to a solution. We have to feel like we're actually progressing in our life. Okay, so the 7 of Wands is like really standing up for yourself and seeing how you can look at the cold hard facts of things to go to a peaceful place mentally and in your external environment when it comes to the connections that you have, the connections you want to create, and the connections that are already in your life. All right, so with that being said, you guys, I love y'all so very much. I'm gonna put the action steps in the comments because y'all know I don't got that much time. Remember, we're always lit, we're always growing. You have a wonderful day on purpose. Protect your peace. Do not let these hoes get you outside your self. Okay, toodles.